Hi guys, and welcome back to another weekly financial check-in. We are going to be looking at expenses from the week of the 20th to the 26th. So let's go right ahead and get started, you guys. Hello and welcome back. My name is Nandy for those of you who are new, and on this channel I share my personal journey towards wealth building. I share with you guys how I am going through the pains of learning how to become better, more consistent budgeter. I share with you guys my journey of debt pay down. I have a large debt of almost $195,000 that I started paying off at the beginning of the year. I'm going to leave the link somewhere up here for you guys to see that journey. I've already paid down about $50,000 worth of credit cards, and I am currently on the journey of paying down my student loan debt. So welcome. In today's video though, this is when I do my weekly financial check-in. I look at my expenses from the previous week and I anticipate expenses coming up for the next week, and that's kind of how I stay on top of my finances. So this is not good. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that this month has been a roller coaster. I am rolling. It's been a hot mess. So if we go down here and look at where I started, week one, I spent a whopping $6,000. That's expected. That's the week when my rent is due. A lot of really big expenses are due. But for some reason, I also went crazy and spent a whole lot of money on Amazon. I was also traveling a lot. So I show myself some mercy because $2,000 of that expense was traveling expenses. The week after, I did good. I was only at $500. Actually, this wasn't even me doing good. This was something is off with the universe. Nandy only spent $518, right? She either needs a trophy or a mental health check. Then last week I was at $1,821, and this week, oops. Oh my God. So this week I'm at $2504.46. This is already telling me that I have a lot of returns to do because no bueno. Is anyone else having that moment? It's like you know better, but you're still effing up. I don't know. If anyone can relate, let me know, because I'm just having that moment. Whether it's my nutrition, my fitness, my finances, I'm just gonna do what it's like. I'm being driven by almost like emotions and not really my brain. It's like, you know better, girl, get it under control. Look at all these different expenses. So it looks like we have some things to clean up. This will never stop. I'm just going to accept this reality. Personal care, $1,609. Home, $2,189. Home goods, this was not furnishing, this was shopping. It's been a while since I've done this in front of you guys. Normally, I just do this behind the scenes, but I wanted to get this out of the way. Steamer for clothes. Personal care, yes. Entertainment. This is not entertainment. This is all this. For those of you who may be new here, I do things a little bit differently. We'll see if this is going to change next year. I budget anything that's a reoccurring expense under bills and utilities. When I started the year, I was using YNAB. That fell through, did not work for me. I feel like YNAB is something that's great for people who really have to watch every single penny. I necessarily don't have to. I have enough surplus at the end of the month that I do not have to watch every little pennies. And it's just, I did not like the software. It felt very restricted to me, and it felt like the reason why people hate budgeting. With Mint, what I like about Mint is that Mint to me seems like true money management. I can look at my expenses in many different ways. I can look at the trends. I can look at my whole financial situation as opposed to just my expenses, because I've reached a point in my financial situation that I'm not necessarily living paycheck to paycheck. I have enough surplus at the end of the month that I do not need to be careful about every little penny. Even though I need to be cognizant of it, I just don't need to live by it. Like, why not, to me, just really, maybe I don't understand it. If you're one of those people who really understand it and can help me, that would be great. Let me tell you guys another little software that I'm liking that you would see me implement next year. Rocket Money. Beautiful interface. Perfect for really analyzing expenses, subscriptions, recurring expenses. I like Mint because it's comprehensive. I like Rocket Money because of its beautiful interface. I did not like YNAB for both reasons, but I'm sure YNAB, it serves its purpose. Let's move on. Financial, $60. What is that? Oh, Rocket Money. I was just telling you guys, Rocket Money, this is not life insurance. What do I put it under? I'm going to put it under business services. So yeah, Rocket Money. And you pay whatever you feel comfortable paying. So I was like, okay, I'll pay $60 for the year. I have to go check that it's for the year, not for the month, because I'm like, I'm not paying you $60 a month. You're not that worth it. You're great, but not that worth it. So all of this is going to be work related for me. Auto and transport. Business services, one. So bills and utilities, $268. Education. Student loans finally came through. I was getting nervous there for a minute. I was like, wait, when is this going to come through? When is this going to come through? It's like I've been anticipating this, but yes, it's education, but it's a bill. So I'm going to move it to bills. Because I started in that trend this year, I'm going to continue with it. Next year, I'm probably going to change how all of this is going to go. I'm not sure. We'll see. Travel. Yeah. Food and dining. Oh my Lord. Why is shopping? Why is it? Yeah, 400. I return some things, then I spend some more, then I return some, then I spend some more. 178 at Ross, 138. I just had a good time. I started working out more, and I found that all of my workout clothes were pretty old. 2 months ago, I spent, actually, was it 2 months ago at the beginning of the year? Beginning of last month, I spent about $400 on these workout clothes from Amazon. They're all great. I'm loving them, but all of them were bottoms. For some weird reasons, when it comes to workout clothes, you can find lots of bottoms, but it's really hard to find tops that match. And since for some weird reason, I have zero self-control, I went to Ross and TJ Maxx specifically looking for workout tops to pair with those bottoms. I ended up walking out of there 3 hours later with almost $400 worth of crap. Not crap. I enjoyed things that I got, but no top, like very few tops. I'm actually returning a few of them. I'll go ahead and return a few of them so you see that return reflected here soon, but I did not do good, you guys. I want to cry. Auto and transport, that was all work related, so I will not add it here. Bills and utilities, we have $268.91. Education, that's my biggest category. Woohoo! By the way, I have a very good video talking about my student loans that I have coming up, and we'll link it in the description box below. This video is really important because I think there is currently, this is a really important tangent. There seems to be a vitriol and almost hatred for people with student loans, as if we did something wrong in life, or, take your pick. I take it as people looking at me like I did something wrong for getting student loans. Student loans is a fact of life for the American young adult who wants to get an education. It shouldn't be the case, but it is what it is. And it is the case because you and I have made a choice to put people in positions of leadership who have decimated any funding for higher education because we do not value education in this country. And because we don't value education, we've turned it into a for-profit organization that preys on people like myself who want to get an education. I have a whole video that goes into all of this. I do not regret my student loans. Does it suck that I have them? This $523, all of it is probably going to go towards interest, and it won't even go towards principal. And of course, my goal is to pay it off as quickly as possible. I'm going to come up with a whole plan on how I can pay it off quickly, because I'm blessed enough to have the income to be able to pay it off. But the reality is, this is the reality for most young people. And we're not horrible for having student loans. We were not irresponsible because we had student loans. This is our system. Next here, I am going to have education, travel. So 202 for tolls, hotel. Okay. Shopping will come back to shopping. Food and dining will come back to food and dining. Let's do bills and utilities. Already have bills and utility, business services, taxes, 150. Very consistent. Auto and transport. Ubers for work. Is my Uber Eats included on the? It shouldn't be. It's just Uber. My car repair. So under auto and transport, I'm gonna put $15 here. That was taxi is what the auto and transport is. So it's gonna be $41.51 minus the $15 for my own personal auto and transport here. $26.51 is what I spent on taxi. I went to a work conference. All of us were in the same, like, 0.5 miles radius. Everybody else was in walking distance to the conference. I, to save the company money, decided to stay 0.5 miles away. And also because I booked a little bit later than everybody else, it would have been way too expensive. So I just kind of Ubered everywhere. Health and fitness, $31.78. What is that? That's not health and fitness. That's a work-related expense. When I travel or when I have to do something for work, I always try to stop by a grocery store or a CVS to buy myself some water and just get a little snacks for the hotel, because those hotels would charge you for the water. Oh my gosh, like $6. I went to the grocery store, to CVS, and I bought a pack of 6 waters for $13. Criminal, still expensive for water, but it's a lot cheaper than $6 for one. So if I had bought that at the hotel, those 6 waters at $6 would have been what? Almost $30. Ridiculous. Bear with me. It looks like this is going to be the tangent video. I don't know what's going on today. I don't know what's going on with me today. I'm just going on all sorts of tangents. So personal dining out. I'm going to count this Whole Foods under dining out because I didn't want to cook. And instead of going to like a fast food place, I like to go to the Amazon food bar because the food is a little bit more natural. It's just really expensive. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, $18 for the food that I got wasn't worth it. But you just get to a place where you're like, I want to eat out. I want to eat out. I don't want to eat, as you guys can see, I do eat out for work quite a bit, but just on my own when I'm home. Every once in a while, I just get to a place where I'm like, whatever it is that I meal prepped, I just don't want to eat. But then again, I'm having a moment. I'm hoping I get out of it soon, because work-related food and dining here is going to be 95 minus this. Minus that, $296.54 is what I spent on food and dining for last week. This is actually bills and utilities, so just switch this. I'm not looking forward to confronting this reality. Clothing, Michaels, the others. Michaels and Home Goods will be considered others, because these, although was clothing, Home Goods, one was a steamer, Home Goods was a steamer, Michaels were the tape. I bought some tape so that I can hem my workout bottoms to prevent me from looking ridiculous when I work out. TJ Maxx is $133.56. By the way, we'll be returning, I think, 60% of what I bought. Ross, I went to 2 separate Ross looking for different types of tops. We'll be returning some stuff but keeping quite a lot. Burlington, also went looking for tops. We'll be returning quite a lot of what I bought, and $178.22. So how many Rosses did I go to? Yeah, I went to 2 separate Rosses. The first one, $178, that's a lot. And the only reason why this Ross was only $62 was because it included a return. I know, shame on me. $400 on clothes. What did I spend? I'm losing my mind. Let's change this. I'm Amazon. This is not shopping. Yeah, that's a bill. That's my Blink Home Security being enjoying their services and their cameras. What? What's that? Amazon Prime? I don't know what that is. One time I traveled when I went to visit my sister. I added my card to her Amazon to purchase some sort of Amazon Prime thing. And since then, every once in a while, a charge would just show up on my account. Like, what is that doing there? And it's usually because of some purchase I made that was, she made and she's not aware that it's under my name. So bills and utilities from $268.91 to now $294.97. Let's see if I'm reconciled. I'm missing 79, 73, 1609. This is fine. This is fine. Okay. Others. So shopping. Okay. Shopping is 480 minus 37. So 480. Oh, I figured it out. Okay. So it looks like we are reconciled. 2504.46. Unfortunately, not a good month for me in terms of spending. I can still return a lot of the stuff that I purchased. I'm already over budget by $695. And this so far has been rare. I think I have been consistently above budget. So even though I plan, I'm always consistently above budget. But for this month, I am below budget, which is not good. My work spending, I am below budget by $3,000. And I also haven't done my expense report from September and a little bit of August, so I am going to be busy tomorrow taking care of that. Let's look at what the rest of the month is faring. Let's look at my finance calendar here. AMC came, IRS came, student loans came, T-Mobile came. I don't know why T-Mobile says 70. Mint came, Canva came, auto loan came. So all of this has been taken care of. Today's Friday, so I did get paid yesterday, but it's not reflecting, right? So for some reason, it won't reflect. Let's look at my income. 20th to the 26th. I like Mint a lot, but it has a tendency of being very glitchy. So my income, between my returns, pay, I am at 47, 45, 53. So I got paid, so that reflected. The good thing about getting paid on Thursday is because of how I do my payments, you're seeing it reflected on here. I should probably just move it to Thursday, but I'm gonna keep it Friday because on paper I'm supposed to get paid on Friday, but for some reason it shows up in my bank on the 26th. All right, so that is done, my dears. Next week it looks like I have my PT payment coming up, and I'm going to have my rent due and quite a few bills due next week. So stay tuned for my November setup budget video. I'm probably going to try to take care of that today so that that's out for you guys as quickly as possible, and also just for myself so that I can see what's coming up, because clearly with my spending out of control this month, next month is going to have to be a no spend month if I can't do it. It's a little bit of a defeated week, but you know what? It's my own fault. There's no one to blame but myself. This is part of your journey. You have ups and downs, even with this video, right? This was kind of a roller coaster of even emotions and conversations, but we'll get it under control. It's okay. Just so you know, on this journey, you are going to do well and you will do poorly. The key here is you're catching it before it's too late. We will do things differently and we're gonna get better. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like these videos, if you're enjoying them, if you want to see more of my madness, Please do join me for more videos. Give it a thumbs up, like, and do subscribe. And my dears, I will see you guys in the next one. Loves, have a great rest of your weekend, day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.